Title: Titanic sub takes a deep dive into trouble. Oxygen levels hit zero. TLDR. Oxygen's all out in the missing Titanic survey sub, the Titan, with the fate of the 5 crew members still a mystery. This little adventure was supposed to be a glimpse into history but instead turned into a survival reality show nobody signed up for. The sub, owned by OceanGate, started its journey to visit the underwater remains of the Titanic and vanished off Newfoundland's coast. Experts suggest the crew might have tried to preserve oxygen by keeping activity levels low, in other words, by staying as still as statues. However, Coast Guard officially declared, the oxygen, peeps, it's all gone. The search for the sub continues, now in an area twice the size of Connecticut. Possible signs of life were detected, but the officials are playing it cool and saying the sounds were inconclusive. Now, buckle up, folks, as we deep dive into this story. How many of us have ever wondered what it would be like to tour the remains of the most famous wreck in history, the Titanic? This question took an eerie turn recently when 5 passengers on the Titan, a 21-foot sub, set off to do just that and then went AWOL. The sub, a property of OceanGate Expeditions, was last seen somewhere off the coast of Newfoundland, and since then, radio silence. So, what's the big deal? I mean, aside from being lost in the endless abyss of the Atlantic? Well, folks, the drama revolves around the most crucial element for life, oxygen. Once the vessel submerged, it had only 96 hours of emergency oxygen, which, as per the Coast Guard's official statement, was used up by 7:08 a.m. ET last Thursday. We're now well past that doomsday clock. Let's take a moment to appreciate the resilience of these passengers. Experts suggest they may have tried to cut down their metabolic activities to preserve the remaining oxygen. Imagine holding a plank pose, but at the bottom of the Atlantic. The Coast Guard and rescue teams have since ramped up their search for the sub, covering an area now twice the size of Connecticut. For our international friends, Connecticut's no small fry. Now, this is where things take another twist. The search team detected banging noises that could be signs of life. But of course, officials were quick to hit the brakes on that excitement train, labeling these sounds as inconclusive. The roller coaster of emotions that this story has sent us on brings us to the real question: how far are we willing to go in our quest for exploration and knowledge? While we hold our breath for more updates, no pun intended, we have to wonder, how prepared are we to handle the unexpected in such extreme conditions? With every passing moment, this story takes on another layer of suspense and curiosity. Are the passengers of Titan still out there, beating the odds? What does this say about our readiness for deep-sea exploration? And more importantly, have we underestimated the risks that come with our quest for adventure? What do you think, folks? What would you do in their shoes, or should we say, in their diving boots? Remember, the information in this article does not constitute advice of any form. Always conduct your own research and consult with professionals. Turned Up News isn't responsible